Bosley,
Here, sir.
Alderwoman Morton,
Here.
Alderwoman Middlebrook,
Present.
Chairman Boyd.
Present.
Have 5 present, you have 4.
Thank you. First board bill up is Board Bill 141, sponsored by Alderwoman Green. Alderwoman?
Thank you. Board Bill 141 is pretty simple. What it does is basically prohibit semi-trucks from going down Utah between Morgan, Ford, and Grand. And the reason we want to do this is a couple of years ago, Utah Place was reconfigured so that right when it gets to Grand, instead of having 2 lanes that go onto Grand, one of the lanes now turns into the other and then goes across Grand. The problem with that turn is that trucks can't make it, and so they're either going on the median, or most recently over the summer they took out a fire hydrant, and in taking out the fire hydrant it flooded a whole bunch of people's basements. It caused a lot of road damage, and so there's concern that that is going to continue if we continue to allow trucks to go down Utah. So we're asking to pass this so that we can put up the signs and prohibit truck traffic from taking this route.
Okay. Alderwoman Murphy, any questions?
No, that sounds wonderful. I hope they actually enforce it, because we have
Yeah.
those no commercial vehicles signs everywhere.
Yeah.
And they go down Holly Hills indiscriminately and all sorts of places that they shouldn't.
I know.
So, yeah, it's fine with me.
Okay.
It's your ward.
Alderman Bosley?
No questions.
Alderwoman Martin?
No questions. I think this is good as someone who uses that area.
Alderwoman Middlebrook?
No questions.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion on Board Bill 141.
I move that we pass Board Bill 141 out with the due pass recommendation.
So moved. Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we pass Board Bill 141 out of committee with due pass recommendation. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderman Moore, Alderwoman Murphy,
Aye.
Alderman Kotar, Alderwoman Boyd, Alderman Bosley,
Aye.
Alderwoman Martin,
Aye.
Alderwoman Middlebrook,
Aye.
Chairman Boyd.
Aye.
5 aye votes.
Okay, Board Bill 141
Very good.
comes out of committee with a due pass recommendation. Next board bill is Board Bill 149, sponsored by Alderman Bosley.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Board Bill 149 is pretty cut and dry. This is just an ordinance to make technical corrections to the ordinance 70524, which pretty much vacated the surface and subsurfaces for rights for vehicle, equestrian, pedestrian travel in the streets and alleys bounded by pretty much the 92 acres where the NGA site will be. So it's just making some corrections to the way that we kind of outline the land, just for an example for those who might not in the hearing, who won't have a chance to read this. It says, beginning at the north right-of-way line Cass Avenue, 80 feet wide, I'm on page 2. Thence along the center line of 23rd Street northwardly, 2,647.74 feet to the south. Right-way of line of alley 20 feet wide of city blocks 1085 and 1092. Just an idea of a lot of things that are in this ordinance. It's pretty cut and dry, though. We are just cleaning
Okay.
those numbers up and parameters.
We have people here from the City Council office and the Mayor's office. If anybody wants to add anything, you can. If not, want to make a comment?
Technical corrections is the best way to describe this.
Okay, Mike, we have to
I'm sorry.
sit right there real quick for
I
us.
don't have to talk.
Okay. All right. So
It's pretty cut and dry. It's a bunch of numbers, and most important page is number 1, which is just outlining exactly what this ordinance is.
So it's my understanding some technical corrections because I guess previously there was a vacation on a street or alley, and I guess the measurements or the longitude, latitude was off or something. Yes, would you? I just want to make sure for the public that we're pretty transparent and,
Okay,
So go ahead.
I'm Mike Garvin with the City Councilor's Office. We discovered we're preparing for closing next month with NGA, and we discovered that we had to adjust the street vacation and alley vacation legal descriptions to accommodate their security perimeter. There were technical changes we need to make to them. So once we discovered those, we prepared this board bill with the hopes of getting it through in time for the closing.
Let me ask you this, Mike. So we've consolidated everything, right?
Yeah.
So this 90 acres is really gonna become one
It
one
already is.
parcel, right?
It already is.
Okay, so did we lose something? We had to go out the boundary and bring it back in? I mean,
Well,
I'm just trying to get a.
In very simple terms, the way we did it, it came out as a jagged ridge, and they want to build a fence on portions of it, and it would have to, the fence would look like a set of steps.
Okay.
If they did it, and so we're trying to smooth it out so it'd be a straight line.
And talk about technical, probably some highly paid lawyer figured that one out, right?
Yeah, that wouldn't be me.
Engineers are the ones.
All right, okay, I'll go around. Okay, we're gonna start with Alderwoman Murphy.
No questions. It seems like it's a technical thing just to make sure all that's secured, and you guys did your homework. I'm with you. Thank
That
you.
is what it is.
Okay, Coder just joined us, but you want me to come back to you?
I've got no questions. I
Okay.
think I somewhat know what's going on. Sorry I'm
Yeah,
late.
it's just-
Okay, no
We
problem.
know what it is.
Alderwoman Martin.
I'm glad Coder came later than myself, and no questions.
Alderwoman Middlebrook.
No questions.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion on Board Bill 149.
I move they adopt Board Bill 149 with a due pass recommendation.
Second.
It's been moved and second. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderman Moore. Alderwoman Murphy.
Aye.
Alderman Kotar.
Aye.
Alderwoman Boyd.
Aye.
Alderman Bosley.
Aye.
Alderwoman Martin.
Aye.
Alderwoman Middlebrook.
Aye.
Chairman Boyd.
Aye.
6 aye votes.
Board Bill 149 comes out of committee with a due pass recommendation. Next board bill before us is Board Bill 151, sponsored by Alderman Bosley.
All right, thanks again. Once again, good morning, everybody. This ordinance is pretty simple also. It is an ordinance to vacate an alley for a fraternity house right on Salisbury Street. It'd be right at Salisbury and 20th Street. This fraternity has been there for as long as I can remember, since I was a kid. They are very active in the community. All they want to do is have a second exit so they can actually get an occupancy permit to do more inside of the facility, but the only way they can do that is they have to vacate this alley because they have a fire exit that goes all the way down through the back of the building, and that's where they want to put that second exit at, and there's no active buildings or other buildings around that actual site. There used to be a community center right there that sits between the alley and the building that they own, but that building has had a fire, and it's just everything is gone right now. So right at Salisbury at 20th, we got nothing but high grass and half of an alley. So we just want to vacate that for them so we can get them to get their occupancy permit.
Okay, Alderwoman Murphy.
That sounds wonderful. There was no objection from anyone around there, because apparently there's no one around there.
No, sir. No, ma'am.
So,
I'm sorry.
so that's fine. So, okay, that sounds good. Anything that expedites some kind of improvement, I'm for.
Thank you.
Okay, Alderwoman Martin.
No questions, sounds good.
Alderwoman Middlebrook.
No questions.
These are the alphas, I take it, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so who owns the lot now where the building was burnt down?
LRA.
Okay.
And they plan to build a facility of sorts there. I don't want to say what their plan is, but hopefully this is the first step to them being able to expand.
Okay. All right, I'll entertain a motion on Board Bill 151.
I move that we pass Board Bill 151 out of committee with a due pass recommendation.
Second.
It's been moved and second, Madam Clerk.
Previous roll.
Roll.
If hearing no objection to previous roll, Board Bill 151 comes out of committee with due pass recommendation.
Thank you all.
We have Alderman Ingrassia is not here,
Nope.
haven't heard anything.
And
Alderman
neither is-
Davis is not here, haven't heard anything.
We have
So
another meeting.
I will consider the Streets Traffic and Refuse Committee adjourned.
Thank you.
All right.
I will.
Thanks, man. Yeah, my weekend.